A real Tommy Wiseau type.
Really just a tour de force.
Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum.
Welcome. Back with another video with Ember here, and this is officially the first time that Ember has chosen the movie, which means you get to intro the movie. So tell us a little bit about what we're going to watch today.
So today we're watching Chick Flick. Well,
It's always a good start when you just laugh.
I chose this movie because I have seen a previous film from this writer, director, star, producer, financier, all of the above.
Really just a tour de force.
I think, as we'll see, is one of those filmmakers who is all about vanity projects and just showing off how great she is. A real Tommy Wiseau type.
This is the one. This is the one I'll be remembered for.
First of all, who is it, of course?
So this is Louise Linton, I suppose best known as the wife of former Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. So she's got high-level contacts, I guess.
Take those off the internet now.
Yeah. But her previous film, Me You Madness, I would say is best described as American Psycho if Patrick Bateman was a self-insert character and the movie was all about how great he was and how cool he was.
Okay.
Rather than being a satire about someone who you don't want to be.
It sounds amazing.
What I know about the making of Chick Flick is Louise Linton was an actress in some movie. So she got the rights to it and has re-released it just recently with her own edit, including quite a bit of voiceover.
It's voiceovery. she turned it into, I don't know, probably American Psycho again, I'm guessing.
I don't know. This is her edit that she's put out with her own voiceover, so she's managed to make another film all about her.
All right, well, Chick Flick. Let's go.
And there he was, the love of my
Steve
life.
Mnuchin. He looks inbred. That's all I see when I see him. I feel like putting the bridesmaids in black dresses is... Oh, no, they're not quite black. No, I thought that was actually pretty classy. Like, you could actually wear those again, but...
Yeah, you could wear them again at a funeral.
This is a funeral right here.
No, honestly, look how gorgeous you look in your
Photographer's like, all right, this is my time.
clothes. Thanks a lot. Nice. Oh,
Gotcha that time.
The photographer's getting good material.
Yeah. So she's not the original director, right?
No.
Okay. I wonder how she's going to credit herself. All right. So here's the question. Are we going to see Inbred X again in the movie, or do you think he's done?
He's probably done for.
I think so, too. It's her story. I don't think they'll get back together.
Yeah.
She's a producer. Okay.
Head was
Oh,
spinning.
she
Directed
took the
by
director credit.
Of
Oh.
course.
Oh.
They did it. Did they do it in her bed?
Oh, there he is
That
again.
didn't take long.
How did they do it? What position? How much had they had to drink?
Who cares?
You really want to know that? Was it just missionary, or did he hit my sister doggy style?
Did she cowgirl him? Reverse cowgirl?
I think she also did do some
Reshoots?
additional scenes.
Okay.
Girls, when you're
This guy's making a move on a woman in a wedding dress.
That is pretty sleazy.
just need to get this on here. Okay.
Getting into a wedding dress is so easy.
Yeah, just slip back into that wedding dress.
Well, I hope the Jewel Palace takes returns.
By the way, your inadequately small engagement ring is out there on the table. I'm sure you'll find somebody else to give it to.
Looked like it had a lot of diamonds on it. Like
Not
down
enough
the
for
band.
Louise Linton.
No. She wants that Mnuchin money.
That's right.
I don't know if this is even my suitcase.
She has said twice about not knowing if it's her suitcase.
They're just trying to fill the gaps with voiceover. Earn that director's credit.
Yeah.
This is her big acting moment. She left this in.
In the game, I was just a zombie walking around the office.
Gotta have a drone shot.
Doesn't get on Tubi without a drone shot.
So far, it's not
with you everywhere.
obvious that
Thank you
there
so
are
much,
like
Dave.
reshoots or.
So is this a
Just the voiceover
Added
stuff.
a paying thing?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I've been trying to leave my personal life at home, but
There's a hole in the wall behind her where the doorknob hits the wall.
That's how you know it's real. It's real. It's a real location.
But it is a business, and we do need to keep things running smoothly.
Is there sex sounds? Oh, that's his phone.
Oh no, that's his ringer.
Work was a nightmare and my boss was a full-on Weinstein.
That was actually kind of a good joke.
Yeah.
But it really didn't distract me. I felt emotionally decimated.
I was not expecting her to play like a vulnerable, fallible character.
You thought she'd be another serial killer? Maybe that's where it's
Yeah,
going.
pretty much.
She's going to get revenge by having sex with all the men.
And then
I
promising
was out
young
for
woman.
blood, like crazy amounts of man blood. Like the opening scene in Blade, like the elevator scene in The Shining, like the party scene in Piranha 3D, like the lawnmower scene in Dead Alive when Timothy Baum's character mows through a
I
house
thought it
full
was
of
a shopping
zombies.
montage. Oh, I
I'm
don't
talking
know.
hostile. Not
Hostel.
one, but two. Yeah.
Dead
You know
Alive.
the scene. I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chainsaw
Hatchet 3.
And for
I
any truly
wasn't
discerning horror
expecting a
movie
Hostel
buffs,
reference.
I'm talking about the triple kill scene in Midnight Meat Train.
Midnight Meat Train.
The rules of engagement. Number 1, no sex. Number 2, no second date.
This is a lot of voiceover.
Well, to be fair, this is a boring ass scene.
Yeah.
No sex, no second dates. Like it just sounds like first dates. Who cares?
Yeah.
There's no punishment. Like you just like, oh, go to the next one, I guess.
Well, they do have to go on a date with her.
But I thought the point was to make the men obsessed with her. Like I can't imagine one date doing it.
But you underestimate just how awesome and badass this girl boss is.
Men love miniskirts. It's their kryptonite. I could walk into the restaurant tonight in baggy jeans, no makeup, these glasses, and an old t-shirt, and I guarantee the guy would bail before I even took a seat.
But if I had all of those things in a miniskirt.
The dress was scratchy as hell, and the heels were already killing me.
Technically, that's not a miniskirt, right? Because that's a dress.
Yeah, that's a dress.
It's a mini dress.
Mini dress.
Okay, Claire. Order like a boss.
I'll have a scotch, straight up. Water on the back, please.
Your move, muchacho.
I'll take the same.
Total beta.
Sounds like she's been listening to the game, guys.
She did, 100%. She's just the only thing that changed for her is no sex. It's still one date. It's still control the other person.
Usually I can tell what's going on in a person's head, but with you, I have absolutely no idea.
You should watch the movie. It's got voiceover.
Yeah. There's never any question for us what's going on in her head.
It's nice for her as an actress because she doesn't have to actually act the scene. She could just cover it with voiceover.
Right.
Life is better when you're spending it with someone new, you know?
I couldn't tell Michelle about the blog because she's one of those judgy friends.
God forbid another character gets to talk in this movie.
I know, right? She told me a bunch of stuff. Here's what she told me. It's better if I tell you.
Well, Greg was the office sex addict.
Wait, the guy we saw before wasn't the office sex addict?
Apparently not.
Greg must be really fucked up.
Poor Greg. I felt for him. It wasn't his fault he was a raging nookie monster.
Fuck off, Greg. This is my movie.
Poor Greg. I don't know. All the stuff she said about him, none of it was in the scene. Greg's a fucking perv. Greg's like, I feel so bad about my breakup. Greg's a fucking perv.
My name's Mick.
You look like a sexual predator.
You look like a Mick.
Mick, you look inbred. That's my type.
I don't think you're allowed to tell a red-haired guy he looks like a Mick.
We're just talking to some other dude yesterday and it went down exactly the same way.
The coffee shop employees are keeping close tabs on her.
Yeah. They're getting ready their witness statements for when the police show up.
They know something's gonna go down.
What's the point of having one date with someone, only getting to know them on a superficial level, not letting them touch you, and then never seeing them again?
That is an excellent question.
Actually, that's an excellent question.
You really thought that I was going to come on one date with you and then have sex with you?
You said that.
No.
You said, take me out and let's have sex.
What? What?
You at least implied it. I'm not paying for your dinner.
What?
To be fair, if somebody was going out on first dates and not going out on second dates, I would probably assume they were having sex on the first date and then just never seeing the guy again.
Yeah, that actually does make sense.
Because why else are you going on the first date?
Like, what is the point of a date if it's not to either have sex or meet somebody you want to date longer, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not establishing a relationship. You're not having sex. So what?
Why even have
point?
the first date? Yeah.
Ladies, you're not even a person to this type of guy. You're a notch on a bedpost whose name he quite literally does not need to know.
Wow, men sure are disgusting when I control all the dialogue that comes out of their mouths.
Another place to find classy guys is LinkedIn, where I found my next subject.
Sam Bankman-Fried.
Finding guys on LinkedIn.
I don't understand it.
That's dire.
I mean, it's a social media app. He's going to try and get her into an MLM. Well, I met on LinkedIn.
She's gonna buy some apes.
I love that gallery. That gallery is amazing. So inspiring.
This guy's already sick of her shit.
Yeah, this seems like a flip. Like, she's chasing him.
Yeah, and he's like, you don't know anything about art.
No, I hope he
knows
knows
my
that.
hardwood floors.
That looks yummy.
Can't think of something else. Yummy.
Make martinis. Just for himself. He's not making her a drink.
Maybe I could have a martini too?
Oh, sure. Help yourself.
Go for it.
Oh, you didn't make enough. That's okay.
It was spreading like wildfire. I was trending on Twitter. It was blowing up. I got over 10,000 followers over the next 2 days.
Wait, does she have a blog or something?
Yeah, that's what she was talking about. Or like a website or a blog, yeah.
But we haven't seen it, have we? Oh, red flags on your blog.
Well, she's been typing stuff into...
I thought...
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what all this is. I guess I didn't realize it was all diegetic.
And then he asked me out. I said yes, but I knew it was a bad idea right out the gate.
What? That's your whole thing?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So remember how I said Michelle was one of those judgy friends that likes to reprimand me if she thinks I'm doing something wrong? Well, she had finally seen the blog.
So I saw your blog.
Let's give her...
finally seen the blog. So I saw your blog. Wow, thanks for that voiceover. Otherwise, how would we know?
All right. And she's judgy now, too?
Oh, I never saw this coming. If
Yeah.
only someone had warned us.
It just sounds like you're gonna hurt a lot of people.
Oh, come on. Hardly.
Men aren't people.
Just a blog, Michelle. Jeez.
Jeez, Michelle.
Hey, Clara, Dan wants to see you in his office.
Well, he's mad.
But You know the policy that HR has about dating coworkers.
This company has an HR department?
In name only.
What do they think about everything you do?
Your blog made it very clear that it's all just a game to you.
But the blog was anonymous.
You can't be making blog posts about dating your coworkers.
I mean, that's probably a good policy.
They're right about this. Yeah,
it is anonymous.
That is an appropriate policy.
Monday through Friday, you have a different girl sitting on your lap in this office with your door open like you don't even give a shit. That is inappropriate.
That is also inappropriate. Both things can be true.
That's true. Why not both?
I knew I should have walked away, but I just couldn't help.
You should have walked away. That's correct.
Sir hogtied and barking like a chihuahua.
They're having sex. Why don't you leave?
Just walk in and check out the scene.
Oh, good. We get to hear this song again.
Returning home as an adult means revisiting memories of your youth.
The original movie's so old that iPhones still had headphone jacks in them.
No, she just found her old iPod Touch in her old room from when she was a kid. Still got her Alanis Morissette on it.
With Kyle, I somehow felt it was for the worse.
Fuck, don't go back to Kyle. Don't let that be the fucking lesson she learns.
And what do you write on the blog?
Stuff.
Dating and relationships and...
Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, but everybody loves her blog.
BuzzFeed made a list about it.
I drew me a Cinderella, and that's my prince.
What kind of godmother would I be if I didn't try to warn them?
Oh, good. Give them a link to your blog.
Oh, no. When you grow up, one of you is going to be marrying a guy, and another one of you is going to sleep with that guy.
That's how it goes. Can I be the one who sleeps with the guy? That's something you'll have to decide when you get older.
Mean.
Has she tried women?
I
Boys
wonder.
are mean.
Because she just really doesn't seem to be that into guys.
Oh, and by the way, Santa Claus does not exist.
You bitch.
What the fuck?
You suck.
I didn't realize that the misandry extended to Santa Claus.
I know, right? Only Mrs. Claus exists.
Yeah, Mrs. Claus delivers the presents. It's just like a man to take credit for Mrs. Claus's work.
On your blog a little bit, and I'd like to know if you'd be interested in us doing a story on you.
The idea that this blog just blew up and everybody wants a piece of it is so ridiculous.
Well, I don't think she's, like, blown up is relative, I think. She's not making any money off of it, obviously. She's, I don't know, advertising or whatever she might use or getting a book deal. None of those things have happened.
I don't know, maybe that was Kyle. Maybe he heard we broke up and wants to reconnect or something.
Yeah, right.
Kyle. He's the good guy.
Yeah, that is the natural...
I mean, it's another chick flick. It's a romance. Yeah.
But he disappeared for the whole movie is what makes it weird.
Which we thought this guy would do. This guy's been all over the movie, and I don't know why.
The traditional chick flick formula is they don't like each other, and then they spend the whole movie together, and eventually she realizes that he was the sweet guy who she was looking for all along. But he hasn't been in the movie, so that doesn't really work.
His presence has been felt through flowers.
And her only criteria for men appears to be whether or not they want to have sex with her.
They all do, and it's bad.
Except that one guy.
Yeah. That's so there we go.
So, yeah, he meets her one criteria that he didn't try too hard to have sex with her. Yeah.
He did pick her up in the bar though, when she was drunk, and she was like immediately like, "Ugh, picking up a woman in her wedding dress, gross," which is true.
I haven't really met anyone that I've connected with on a real or meaningful level.
It's hard to connect with someone on a meaningful level when you're talking over them in your own head. I don't know. Every time I'm about to connect with somebody, it's like I hear this voice in my head that's narrating everything that's happening.
The disease always runs its course. Sadly, it's inevitable. It's just a fact of life.
That's why the best option is to marry the Secretary of the Treasury for the money.
He can just dip his hands into the treasury whenever I need something. Probably should make that joke. Steve Mnuchin's going to send someone after me.
FBI, open up!
What, are you gonna run next to me the whole time?
I'm thinking about it.
That's like a second date. I hate it. Get away from me.
Is that the ex or is that the guy from the beginning of the movie?
No, this is the ex. This is the first boyfriend. Yeah, which, I mean, they're ignoring the fact that that she said the other guy was from when she was in junior high school.
You know, I have a 1 date, no sex rule.
It's lovely the way they've chopped his head in half with this shot there.
As long as she's in focus, that's
right. In fact, it was cropped down from the original to get him out of the shot. This is what earned her directing credit on the movie. This has got to be wrapping up soon. I say that knowing that there was no plot really to start with, so what am I waiting for? What's gonna...
I just feel like that guy who can just help you.
What is he smoking?
Wow. This guy's putting out way more red flags than the other guys.
Listen, I really could live in your skin.
Let me be that guy who finds
the real you.
The girl that you really are.
Aw, he's so good. He's not creepy at all.
The thing between us?
This is the moment where they put the obstacle in the way of their love. This is what you're waiting for. It's, an hour and a half into the movie or whatever. God, I hope it's an hour and a half.
Claire.
Thank you.
Claire,
I locked the doors.
Claire!
I own the restaurant and I locked the doors, Claire. You're not getting out, Claire.
He's turning into quite the stalker.
Creepy. Makes me feel safer that you're not living here with me anymore.
That's a fucked up thing to say. Better you than me, bitch.
I really dodged a bullet not being your friend anymore.
I'm a little disappointed that this movie isn't more insane.
No, I will see how I feel at the end. I 100% am on the same page as you, I believe. And I have reasons why.
About, the one who's been sending you all the flowers. Total psychopath.
No.
Yeah, apparently he was put in a psychiatric ward for attempted suicide. Yeah.
What? Is this bullshit? What?
What is happening? Maybe I spoke too soon about this movie's insanity levels.
Certainly was a date.
No, it wasn't a date.
Absolutely a date.
Not a date.
It was a date.
No, it wasn't a date. Not a date.
It was such a good...
It's a meetup.
I think these two are meant to be.
God, I hate them both, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, they deserve each other.
Oh, so you find Michelle attractive, huh?
Oh, come on. Like, you never found anyone attractive when we were together.
Like, you never found Michelle attractive.
Right?
Look at that one. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Very colorful.
Some really nice pieces here. Did you see that photo in the corner?
It was black and white. Very.
She knows just as much about this art as she does the other stuff. Oh, Psycho's here.
Oh my god!
All right, but get the fuck
So, I bet you weren't expecting that. Me either. Ladies,
She looked into the camera. Oh my god.
That just happened.
Turns out Ryan had been stalking me from the very beginning. He was clinically insane, but I truly felt for him.
I love how she hates men up until the point where they do something truly deranged.
Something
and
they
then she
deserve
starts
hate
being
for.
sympathetic for them.
Yeah. I guess he was just looking for love with his gun.
This will be my final entry. I'm going offline. It's time to start over and find out who I really am.
We'll miss you.
Will we?
I meant to say, please end soon.
So, she found a nanny. And then, found the love of her life. Caroline.
Maybe you could learn a little something from those two.
I mean, nothing else is working out. Broaden your horizons. That take.
I'd developed a keen interest in politics, so I started covering the goings-on in Washington, D.C.
Oh, no.
Mary Steve Mnuchin. Art imitates life.
But what if I was wrong? Maybe love isn't a disease. Maybe it's a drug that might just be able to cure even the most brokenhearted.
She didn't find love, though.
No.
She got a job, which is more important.
Yeah, well, I mean, and
This is like the anti-Hallmark movie.
right? Is that Kyle again? It is. Oh, God.
I learned that life isn't all about love. Sometimes you need to turn to materialism.
That's important.
Really good to see you.
I'm ready for love now. Literally right now. Let's go to the table there.
I'm ready to break my vow of chastity.
Mm-hmm. It's been, I don't know, 14 years or 2 weeks. I don't know.
One of those. I finally found a job at a place without an HR department.
Thank God it's over.
Okay, so I guess those two got together in the end somehow.
Yeah, so that was Serial Daters Anonymous, but we watched it, of course, as chick flicks. What did you enjoy about it? I can tell you what I didn't like about it. It is a vanity project, but it wasn't shot as a vanity project.
Mm-hmm.
The changes that were made to it did put it more towards that good, bad movie, but the movie that was shot is very Hallmark, low effort, nobody really gave a shit kind of filmmaking.
I think what happened is they took a boring movie and turned it into an annoying movie.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. I think you're 100% right. It didn't get released, or it got no release, or she got the distribution rights to it and changed it into this, and there was a couple of laughs. I mean, a Lifetime movie's going to have a couple of laughs too, right?
It doesn't really even give you what you want from a Hallmark or Lifetime movie, though, because there's no real romance in it.
No, it fails at the formula, and the formula is so easy, right? And if it
right. They make 100 of these movies because they're so easy to make, and you can't even do that right. You're in trouble.
What is it without that? It's nothing. He definitely tried to change the nature of the movie and left it as nothing. But it was not much to start with. The guy that she ended up with didn't even show up in the movie until an hour in. To the point that we were convinced that the guy who shows up at the end with a gun was going to be the actual romantic lead. He at least had a presence in the film. He was a presence through his flowers and a presence at the very beginning, right? It would have made more sense for him to be the one she fell in love with. You know what? I do have to ask, though. The other movie, Murder, Me and You, whatever it was called.
Me, You, Madness.
Was shot as an actual vanity project, right?
Yeah, that one's completely written and directed by her.
Okay. So obviously you obviously enjoyed it enough to want to watch this one. So it was more what we would have been looking for, I'm assuming?
Enjoying it is kind of a strong word.
I said, it's more what we might have been looking for. So it's not even good, bad, are you saying? It's not enjoyable?
Me, You, Madness is kind of a fascinating watch. It's kind of like the C-Tom movies in that it's got a very weird, deranged perspective, and trying to get into the mind of the person who made it is fascinating.
I could see why you'd want to watch another one by Louise. This wasn't the one, but that's okay.
It just goes to show that she really needs to be the one writing, directing, producing, and starring in her films.
Yeah, she just took the lazy route on this one, and it did not work out. No. Obviously, she took credit for writing. I'm just wondering if she moved stuff around. Like, that's why Kyle didn't show up until later in the movie, because she, like, took some of the stuff that from the middle or beefed up the middle or whatever.
That's true. He might have been in the original more, and that would have made sense.
Mm-hmm.
It would be kind of interesting to find out what the differences are.
I'm almost tempted to look, but I don't think I want to.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it enough to suffer through watching that movie again, or a different version of that movie.
It would be worth it to look on IMDb and see how long the other movie is compared to this one. That's the amount of effort that it's worth. All right, well, we're going to vote on that one. Is it the big thumbs down?
That's going to be a thumbs down.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same page.
At least I brought us Girl Soup. We'll never forget Girl Soup.
Yes, absolutely. And don't forget the jumping Jeep. We both got winners in our backlog here. So. Car attack on building. But yes, Girl Soup is a legitimate classic. All right, well, I think that's all we need to say on this one. I think it was disappointing that it was what it was, but you know what? Now we know. And if nothing else, it really points out how a real enjoyable vanity project works and why this one wasn't one. Like what it failed at, right? Like there's a learning in this process. We've learned something today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Like the video. Let us know if there's a Louise Linton we should watch, or if there's another hidden director who likes weird vanity projects maybe we haven't heard of. Love to try out someone new and interesting and bad. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.